So I went into Thunderbolts with an open mind, expecting it to be at least a little disappointing, but hopefully it's at least an enjoyable movie. But oh my gosh, guys, not only that this movie really surprised me in every single way possible, I would say this is the movie that absolutely brought the MCU back on track, guys. What is up, guys and MCU fans? Welcome back to my channel. This is OCD Movie Reviews. My name is On The Brinker, and of course I'm going to review the latest MCU film that came out, and that film is Thunderbolts. This movie is directed by Schreier, hopefully I said his name right, and this movie stars Florence, Pugh, Sebastian, David Harbour, Wyatt Russell, Julia Louis-Dreyfus, Louis Pullman, and John-Kamen. And of course, guys, this is going to be a non-spoiler review. I'm not going to spoil any elements of Thunderbolts. You guys are absolutely safe here. So, of course, let's fucking go and let's get on to this review. After finding themselves insured in a death trap, an unconventional team of anti-heroes must embark on a dangerous mission that will force them to confront the darkest corners of their past. Okay, guys, we can all agree that the MCU isn't the same as it was before. After Endgame, there have been some good ones, I'm not going to lie. There are some memorable ones, but I would say the Phase 5 has been a huge mixed bag. So this is the final film of the Phase 5 of the MCU. We had Captain America Brave New World this year, and I thought the movie was pretty watchable, but definitely a movie that deserves much better than it is. So I was worried that Thunderbolts is going to be like that, because honestly when it comes to the MCU, I always get skeptical, even though I still get excited for them because of course they're comic book movies and I always love comic book movies and I always like the MCU. I'm just ready for disappointment at this point. You know, I'm worried that the MCU is just falling back down and feeling like it wasn't the same as it was before. So I went into Thunderbolts with an open mind, expecting it to be at least a little disappointing, but hopefully it's at least an enjoyable movie. But oh my gosh, guys, not only that this movie really surprised me in every single way possible, I would say this is the movie that absolutely brought the MCU back on track, guys. Man, this is a great way to end Phase 5 because, man, Thunderbolts was a total blast. Of course, let's get into the positives of this film, and of course, the cast in this movie is fantastic, especially to me, Florence Pugh. She is great once again playing Yelena. I thought she is fantastic in this film. I think this is the best that I've seen Yelena in the MCU because this movie is a character study with her in this film. She's basically the main character of the Thunderbolts in the movie. This is the character that's mainly focused on, which I accept because I thought Yelena's character study in the film is really well done in this film. It took kind of a realistic approach, and I really do think Florence Pugh really shines throughout her performance. She is great in the film, she's very sympathetic, but also she's just very charming. Every time she is on screen throwing down stuff, she is a total badass in this film. But also she's a character that we basically root for and basically follow along with. You know, the rest of the Thunderbolts are fantastic as well. Sebastian once again as Bucky Barnes / Winter Soldier. He is great in this film. Even some of the smaller characters that appeared in previous MCU films that brought here that have much more bigger chance to shine, like Wyatt Russell in this film as US Agent. He is great in this film. He is a complete asshole in this film, but he's one of those likable assholes, you know? Every time he speaks, you really like his character, and I thought he's much better praised than he was in Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Also, John-Kamen, really surprisingly good as Ghost in this movie, because I thought her as Ghost in Ant-Man and the Wasp, I found her character forgettable. Man, they made her character much more memorable in this film, and she has her chance to shine, and she is great in this film. But of course, let's talk about the biggest standout to me in this film, and that is absolutely David Harbour as Red Guardian. Holy crap, guys. I liked him in Black Widow. I think he's one of the best aspects of that movie. But man, this is his chance to shine in this movie. He is awesome in this movie. He is hysterical in this film. He's definitely the biggest comedic relief in this film. Every single joke for him really landed for me. And also he has a great chemistry with Yelena in the film. I thought the chemistry between David Harbour and Florence Pugh presents a lot of great heart to the film, and I thought the chemistry is really well done. But the overall chemistry with the Thunderbolts is fantastic in the film. Of course, there are a bunch of anti-heroes that of course don't get along, but they have to form a team to save the world, and I thought their chemistry really works in the film. They are great together in this film, and cannot wait to see them together once again in later films to come. But still, we're in with the casting. Of course, Julia Louis-Dreyfus as Agent Valentina in the film. She has her chance to shine in this film. It's all building up to this. I thought she is great in this film as well. And one more cast member I want to mention is Louis Pullman as Bob/Sentry. Now, I'm not going to go big on spoilers with his character, but all I gotta say that he is a very important character in this film, and he is great in this film, and I thought his personality in the film really outshines this film and makes this movie very important for later films to come. But I gotta say, Louis Pullman is great in the film. The second film, he's playing Bob, basically, because he played Bob in Top Gun Maverick, so Louis Pullman is basically in films have the name Bob in it. But the cast is great in this film. What about the action scenes? The action scenes are fantastic in this film. Now, I wouldn't say this film is as action-packed as I thought it was going to be. In a good way, I'll explain that later, but the action scenes are still filmed very well. There are some great looking action scenes in the film, and you can tell that's the actors doing all the stunts in the film, and I thought the action scenes are really well handled in this film. There's actually one action scene that really stands out to be one of my favorite action scenes of the year. It's just really well filmed. But I would say to me, Thunderbolts is one of those movies that felt much more different than I expected. I expected this movie to just be a fun comic book action film. This film is mostly a very good character study with a lot of great themes in the film. Themes of depression, family, and loss. And that really surprised me in this film. It shows that this movie is trying to be what the MCU is all about. It's not just about the action scenes and the fun of the MCU, it's also about the heart. It's also about the story of what comes with it. And I thought the story of this film, especially with Elena's character, it really brought this film more forward to an emotional wreck, and I was really surprised the way this film turned out. Like, even the finale of the film, the way this film is, it's not feeling like a typical MCU film, which I was really surprised, and I thought it absolutely 100% works in this movie. It's literally a movie that tries to keep the MCU back on track and showing us what the MCU is all about, and I'm happy to say that Thunderbolts really did that, guys. Yeah, it's a fun action movie, it's a great team-up movie, but also it's a great character study story about confronting your past, and I thought the director that Jake Schreier did with this film is really well done, and even some of the visual effects look fantastic in the film. You've seen the trailer where they turn people into shadows. Holy shit, that looks awesome in this film and also really terrifying. But man, with the themes of the film, this film really surprised me with that. I was not expecting this film to develop those themes, and I thought it just really works throughout the film. And of course, the way this film ended, it's definitely a big setup to Phase 6 and what's to come, and I gotta say, without spoiling it, it got me in for it. It got me in. I haven't felt like that in a while where I'm like, I cannot wait to see what's next, because this multiverse saga has been messy, but man, the way the film ended, I'm like, you know what? I felt that passion again. I felt that passion of like, yes, I cannot wait to see what's next. I cannot wait to see what Fantastic Four brought us and Avengers Doomsday and Secret Wars because of this movie. Because this film sets that up in a way very, very well. So overall, guys, I had a total blast with Thunderbolts. This movie really surprised me, and I would say so far it's the best Marvel film of this year. The cast is fantastic. They have a great chemistry with one another. The action scenes are great, but the themes in this movie is so well put together, and I was really surprised that this film developed so many dark themes, and I thought it absolutely works for this movie. It basically isn't your typical MCU film, which I am happy about. This is a completely brand new MCU film that has those stakes, and I thought it's directed and constructed really freaking well, while also being a fun, hilarious, and also really fun action-packed MCU film. It definitely brings those elements together really well. So of course, guys, with Thunderbolts, absolutely go see this film on the big screen. And of course, guys, there are two post-credit scenes of this film. The mid-credit scene is basically a joke, which I'm not gonna lie, I was laughing my ass off, but you need to stay for the post-credit scene because it's one of the longest post-credit scenes that I've ever seen in a Marvel film, but it's so freaking worth it. So please stay through that post-credit scene. You're not going to be disappointed. So guys, that is my review for Thunderbolts. Let me know what you think of this film in the comments below. Do you like the film, hate this film, or you thought it's okay? Just let me know in the comments below. Make sure you guys follow me on social media links down below. Keep contacting with me, and make sure you guys subscribe to my channel. Notify for my latest movie reviews and other movie related content. Thank you guys so much for watching, and have a nice day.